What's up YouTube, PokePrimer here, proud and ready to deliver you our Week 1 team builder here in the BLU. This week we are taking on, his username is Cavaliers16, Cav, and his Porygon-Z. The Porygon-Z is the team name. He's got a very nasty looking team. He's got Excadrill, Gengar, Dugtrio, Shaman, Electros, Alolan Persian, Mega Kangaskhan, which we decided to unban for the season because of the parental bond nerf, Suicune, Talonflame, Gigalith, and Kommo-o. His Z captains are Excadrill and Talonflame as his offensive Z captains, while Dugtrio is his overall Z captain. He can use any Z move. So, pretty scary team. Sand core with Gigalith, Excadrill is really terrifying. Gengar, everyone knows how hard that thing hits. Shaman is very versatile, and we know how that thing works. Electros is a huge pain because it has no weaknesses. Mega Kangaskhan still, even with the parental bond nerf, is still super duper threatening to our team. Suicune's super fat, and it's going to be really hard for us to break through. Talonflame is massively terrifying to me. Massively terrifying. Not looking forward to facing that. Kommo-o I'm not as worried about. But I think I've formed a team that's probably the best to take him on. Hopefully it will work out for us. The first thing I'm going to be bringing is Metalburb, our Skarmory. Metalburb here is very key in this matchup because it kind of it pretty much prevents Excadrill from just outright sweeping us. Because, well, outright sweeping us in sand at least. Because we'll be able to keep our sturdy, we can switch in on potential Earthquake, we can switch in on, we can take Rock Move, we can take, the only thing that worries me is if he brings like Stone Edge plus Rocky Z, because he's an offensive Z user. Like, I could see Stone Edge Rocky MZ being a thing, and that could be a really big problem for us. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because that'd be really shitty. But that could be a problem. But I'm hopefully I'm fingers crossed that doesn't happen. We brought this thing fully physically defensive plus a Rocky Helmet because of Mega Kang. I want that thing, it's going to be getting 2 hits off. I want to be able to get this thing in on Kang, do some damage, and see what he wants to do from there. You know, hopefully that can work out in our favor. I'm hoping that those double hits are going to backfire on him really quickly. So hopefully that can work. We have Stealth Rock, Roost, Brave Bird, and Counter. Stealth Rock is just to get them up. I want to hopefully try to get my rocks up at some point in the match. I don't know if I'll be able to, but it would be nice if I could. Roost just to keep myself healthy. Brave Bird obviously just so I can have some kind of offensive move on the repertoire. My finger just started bleeding. What the fuck? I didn't even mess up my finger yet. Damn, that's weird. Brave Bird just for an offensive move. To have just to hit something if I need to just click an offensive move. And then we have Counter because Counter will be useful in shutting down some of his physical threats. If he goes for Rocky MZ with Excadrill, I can maybe hit Counter and blow him back. The same if I can get in the right situation against Talonflame. I can maybe counter it and blow it away, hopefully. That could work out in my favor. Maybe even Kangaskhan, I can maybe get a counter off on it and blow it away. We'll see what happens. Hopefully that can work out in our favor. But Rocky Helmet, defensive Skarm just seemed like a really good matchup this week. Next up, we're bringing Ben 10, the Machamp, Guts Flame Orb. It's not the best, but I just needed something else to hit his team hard. I need something that could wall break his Sand Core, as well as being able to catch his some of his potential switch-ins, because he honestly doesn't have outside of Talonflame, he doesn't really have a switch into this. Like, Gengar can do it and then hit me, but like I'm gonna knock it off and kill it immediately. Other than that, everything else in his team, barring Talonflame, gets, if I remember correctly, pretty much two-shot by close combat. So I can definitely work that to my advantage and put a lot of pressure on with Machamp if I can get it in at the right time without taking too much prior damage. Close combat, knockoff, Ice Punch, Bullet Punch, just good coverage for his team in general. Bullet Punch is there specifically because if any chip damage is gotten on the Dugtrio, I want to be able to kill it, and Guts Boosted Bullet Punch does a lot of damage to Dugtrio, so that could be really nice. And just like a standard bulky physical sweeper spread, you know, max SP, max attack, just little tiny Spadef, nothing crazy. Next we have Forever Haunt, our Spiritomb. I went with a more physically defensive build this week because, I don't know why I put the 20 in Spadef, because I want to go for like a Calm Mind build. I think I just put 20 in there just to buff it a little bit for Calm Minds. Calm Mind, Dark Pulse, Psychic, and Pain Split. This coverage pretty much covers everything on his team, barring the Alolan Persian. But like, I just didn't have the move slots available, and like, if I wanted this thing to last at all, I needed to have something like Pain Split or some type of recovery move on here, so that I can get HP back and actually be a functioning, you know, member of the team. And Forever Haunt can't really do that without getting totally screwed over. So, Calm Mind, Dark Pulse, Psychic, Pain Split. So hopefully if I can get rid of the Alolan Persian, this thing can sweep, potentially, if I can get set up. It's really, really good. Super fat. Love this Mon. Next up we have first movie, the Dawn Fan. Careful Nature, Max Spadef, Assault Vest. If I can get this thing to work, this thing will wall out Mons it should never wall out. This thing will shut down Electros. This thing could shut down Suicune. This thing could, well, I wouldn't say shut them down. Like, it's still going to take a decent chunk, but it's not going to be as big of a chunk. This thing could easily beat Gengar 1v1, I believe. Yeah, easily beat Gengar 1v1. We have Rapid Spin, Knockoff, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. Rapid Spin just to keep hazards off our field. Knockoff because I want to get rid of items, any items I can. It also will help me scout for which Mon might potentially be Sea Crystal user. Rock Slide for the Talonflame, because Talonflame will die to a rock at all. So Rock Slide will be nice to hit that thing. And Earthquake just for stab, so I can hit things hard. Really just very standard set, but the max I've been in a match you've seen lately where I've been in a match against an Assault Vest Spadef Dawn Fan, and I couldn't break it. Things that normally did 70-ish% did 30 to 40. Like, it's a nasty set. It's a really nasty, disgustingly good set. That's just no. So much no. I love this Dawn Fan set. I'm really excited to use it. Next up, and before anyone says anything, the battle has already happened, so I did mess up the nickname. I did not nickname my Megaladios United Airlines like I wanted to, because I forgot. Being completely honest, I forgot to do so. It happens, guys, okay? I'm not perfect. But yeah, we have our Latios here. Named JJ this week after JJ the jet plane, my childhood. Calm Mind, Draco Meteor, Psychic, and Roost. Max speed so that we can speed tie with the Gengar. If we have to play with speed ties, I will play with speed ties. I don't give a damn. I will play with a speed tie if I have to. Just a little bit of special attack and mostly HP investment. I want this thing to be able to take a hit, especially after a Calm Mind, but I also want this thing to be able to kill things. It doesn't really need much investment to really sweep through a team if I can get a Calm Mind or two up. Pretty much can just blow most things back. The only thing that could be a problem is he has like an AV Excadrill or some shit. But like, I'm not too worried about that, I guess. Like, it could be AV Excadrill, but it could also not be AV Excadrill. I don't know. I don't think it'll be AV Excadrill. I think he would need more offensive. I don't know. I hope this set works. Draco Meteor Psychic is all I really need for this team. So hopefully it can work out in our favor. I hope so. It could. It could not. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just hopeful that this set will actually do well for us. No last mon on our team. Hopefully the MVP of the season. That's my goal. Is Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu. Red the Tapu Bulu, Hornleech, Woodhammer, Megahorn, Zen Headbutt with Porygon-Z. We have the Porygon-Z because he has a Shaman, which can switch in on me very easily. He has an Alolan Persian, which is also weak to Bug. Both of those things can be really fat. You know, Alolan Persian with the fur coat and everything, if he invests appropriately, he can actually take some hits from Tapu Bulu fairly well. Like, Persian isn't too KO'd by Adamant Hornleech under grassy terrain, which is something to note. And that's without too much defensive investment, which is kind of crazy. Shaman is nowhere near too KO'd by Hornleech or Woodhammer. So Mega Horn plus the Porygon-Z is essential for this matchup because I want to be able to one-shot the Shaman, just outright one-shot the Shaman, and Porygon-Z will do that. It also will one-shot the Persian, but it'll do big damage to just about anything. Like, even if they switch out trying to avoid certain things, like the Z-move, like the Savage Spinout's gonna blow something back because this is a nasty fucking strong Pokemon, and it's gonna hit something stupidly hard. We got the Zen Headbutt because I feel like Kommo might be able to switch into this thing because it doesn't have good fairy coverage. So that's why I have the Zen Headbutt, so I can hit Kommo. It also helps potential Gengar switch-ins if it wants to be really cheeky. Hornleech and Woodhammer for the dual grass stab. I want Hornleech because it gives me, in my eyes, a reliable form of recovery, because nothing on his team really wants to take that, and I'm just going to take so much HP back from it. The goal is to have Talonflame dead before Tapu Bulu even hits the field. That's the thing. I need Talonflame dead before I even click Bulu on the bottom half of the screen. Once Talonflame goes down, this thing's pretty safe to wreck through his team. Hornleech will blow away the Suicune. Will pretty much... oh my god, it's going to blow away anything it touches. And if I look at the calcs and it says Hornleech won't kill, and I'm at a decent amount of HP, I'm going to click Woodhammer instead and make sure that that kills. Because if Hornleech doesn't kill it already, Woodhammer definitely will. So that's the way I'm going to work this matchup with him. It's going to be... hopefully it'll work. It's going to be a tough one, for sure. Definitely going to be a tough one. But I'm not too worried about it. I think I can pull this one out. It's going to be one hell of a match, for sure. Oh, by the way, the speed investment we have here, this 84 speed investment, is to outspeed a min-speed Suicune. So if, Suicune comes... I feel like deep down he's not going to bring Suicune just because I have Tapu Bulu. And Bulu just immediately just shuts down Suicune. But that's just my thought process. I mean, I also have an Entei that he can wall. I have a Toxapex, which he can kind of stop from doing things. Like, he might be able to pull up. We'll see what happens. But with that, guys, we're going to get into the match. So here it comes. What's up, YouTube? PokePrimer here, primed and ready to deliver you our Week 1 battle here in the... why am I doing my intro again? In the BLU, we're here with the battle. You guys just watched the team builder. It's a good. I think I have a really good team for this matchup. He decided to bring the Alolan Persian, the Mega Kangaskhan, the Gengar, the Electros, the Talonflame, and the Dougie. Dougie is always a problem because of its Arena Trap. Thankfully, they banned it in OU. So that's going to be a problem. Right off the bat, though, I do want to just lead with my Donphan. And Donphan just has a good matchup against everything on his team. So we're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to lead Donphan here. First move he comes out, and we're up against the Dougie right off the bat, so it's kind of annoying. He goes for a Toxic turn 1, which really sucks. I go for a knockoff, get rid of nothing. He has a Z Crystal. Turns out he has a Z Crystal. Or he just didn't have an item. I didn't really look at that, but turns out he didn't have an item or a Z Crystal. I don't know. Maybe he had a Z Crystal. Would have been kind of funny if he did have a Z Crystal, because it would be funny. So I go for the knockoff now on the Electros after killing the Dougie. So he wasted Dougie early on. I guess Dougie didn't do much in this match, though, because Dougie would have only been able to... Dougie only traps 4 out of my 6 members of my team. And does minimal to no damage to all of them. I do knock off the Assault Vest on this Electros as it goes ahead and knocks off mine, which is super annoying. I'm going to just Rapid Spin, get rid of these rocks from the field. So he's going to Gig Drain. That Def investment still keeps me alive, man. So I do die to the Dougie Toxic, though. Go right into my Bulu, and I'm just going to click Zen Headbutt, trying to make the prediction of a lifetime of him going into Gengar, but it did not happen. Kind of silly that I didn't just click Horn Leech. But he goes now into the Talonflame, which is super duper scary. I go into my Metal Bird because I want him to Flare Blitz and get the Rocky Helmet the Rocky Helmet damage as well as the recoil damage on him. But I'm going to swap immediately back out into my Latios, who's going to get critted by the Flare Blitz. That crit is going to end up mattering. That crit is definitely going to end up mattering because I'm going to Mega Evolve here, and he's going to Acrobatics, and the Flying Gem is going to boost its power, but the Flying... It would have definitely still taken the Acrobatics and been able to kill it with a Psychic, which is really upsetting. But now I have to go into my Forever Haunt the Spiritomb, and I'm just going to keep clicking Dark Pulse. I just keep clicking Dark Pulse continuously. I have no reason not to click Dark Pulse. He's going to Swords Dance here, which is super scary. But I still just click Dark Pulse. And it's going to be a couple turns of him roosting, trying to get HP back, and I'm just going to keep clicking Dark Pulse because I lose nothing by doing so. I lose nothing at all. So he's going to roost one more time. He's going to roost again here. I'm going to Dark Pulse again here. He's going to down to 53%. He's going to think, alright, I can maybe kill this thing. Goes for the Flare Blitz. He loses HP, which I think he should have gone for the Acrobatics, if anything, so he didn't lose the HP. But he did do the Flare Blitz, and I'm able to then kill him with the next Dark Pulse. Volt Switch is going to be able to take out my Forever Haunt. I wasn't able to get any Calm Minds up, sad face. But Forever Haunt did his job. Machamp now comes in. He's going to take a Specs Shadow Ball and immediately call that a Specs. Go for the knockoff, and it just straight one-shots. No Guts boost needed. Just one-shots the Gengar outright. And now I'm going to get my Guts boost. But he's going to go into his Kangaskhan, and I'm going to go immediately into my Skarmory. I know that Bulu is my win con at this point. Bulu has to be my win con at this point. He's going to go for a Facade, and he's going to get the double hits and the Rocky Helmet damage on himself, which is really awesome. He's going to now go for Fire Blast. He reveals the Fire Blast, which is a hugely awesome tech. Really, really good tech. I love that. I'm going to Machamp here. Maybe thinking Facade won't kill, but it does. Really silly thought of myself. I could have preserved differential, but hey, what's up? So now I go into Bulu, and I just click Horn Leech immediately because I just want to be at full health. He's going to go immediately to the Alolan Persian. You see that? He doesn't die. He just doesn't die. So, due to that, I'm actually going to go ahead and click my Z move here. He's going to Parting Shot. He's going to Parting Shot. He's going to go out, lower my attack, go out into the Electros. I fire off my Savage, spin out my Z Wood Hammer, and it just blows this Electros out of the water. And then he's going to go back into his Kangaskhan. He's going to click Facade. It does close to half, but not entirely half to me. I'm going to go for Horn Leech, and I'm going to get 40% off. Like, still, look at that. I'm at -1 attack, and I'm still doing 40% with Horn Leech. It's crazy. Insane damage. I'm just going to click Horn Leech again. I'm going to get that big, beautiful damage off on the Persian. And he goes for Foul Play. I don't know why he would go for Foul Play when I have -1 attack. I think that's kind of a choke. He should have probably just Parting Shot it again. And maybe he could have won it in the long run, but he didn't, which is silly. He just kept Foul Playing. I don't know why he would Foul Play when my attack is lowered. That doesn't make sense to me, but yeah, he's going to go out into his Kangaskhan. He's going to hit the first Fire Blast. Doesn't get a burn on me, but he does about the same, honestly. About the same as he did with the Facade, which is kind of hilarious. I'm going to get the Horn Leech off, though. I'm going to heal myself above where Fire Blast would kill me. And then now he's going to miss the second Fire Blast, and I'm going to kill him with the next Horn Leech. And Tapu Bulu picking up 3-0 cleanup at the end, sweeping up the rest of his team, which is fantastic. I'm so happy that Bulu put in so much work. Bulu just proved why he's an amazing Pokemon. It's so good. It can do so many things and kick so much ass. That's just, I'm very happy with how this turned out. So 1-0 victory to start off the season here in the BLU. I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. I mean, it could have been better, but it could have been worse. I played a little poorly near the end there, but you know, the crit on the Latios was kind of annoying, and I guess, you know, maybe I shouldn't have lost HP on my Scarm so early. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted that. I should have gone right into the Lati and not wasted. Maybe I should have gone. I don't know. Maybe Lati was the better play. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But regardless, we won the game. I'm really happy with the fact that we won. Yeah. Hopefully, we can keep playing this well, and as the season progresses. If you guys have enjoyed this, however, make sure to leave that young like down below and subscribe if you have not already, because it would be greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. But with that being said, I'm gonna get out. I'm PokePrimer, signing off.